Bienvenido, raza, a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing? How have you? How's your week been?
Man, super busy at work, man. It's been super busy. A little tired today, pero aquí andamos echándole ganas, bro.
It looks like you're tired. Where, man? Looks like you're on vacation, bro. On the side of
Man,
the
I just told Johnny a while ago, man. I wish I was on vacation. Shit.
You know, my Johnny, it almost sounds like, it almost feels like he was back a couple weeks ago in Florida, right?
Yo pensaba que estaba en la playa, bro. I told him, that damn Esteban, you at the beach or what?
That's what it looks like, right? One of those little things on the side right there.
Yeah, like if he's under a little cabana or something, you know, and the little thing flapping in the background, bro. That's why I was like, yeah.
Where's the wait staff, man? Bring me a drink or something, man.
Johnny, it looks like you're getting this better and better every week, man. You look crystal clear. Did you upgrade your internet plan or what's up?
Dude, no. You know what I figured out, bro? What's the problem?
What was it? Come on.
My freaking screen cover on my phone.
Shut up. That's what
it was.
Goodness. That is unbelievable.
I was like, man, I had lighting. I had all kind of lights, and I was like, still not. Wait a minute. I took the screen off. Mira, crystal clear, brother. Crystal clear.
Now, okay, mira, you and Q just can't get it right. 1 week it's you, now it's him. I don't know what's wrong with his phone, but instead of 16 by 9, he's 9 by 16. And I was on that the other day, and I was like, well, you know, if you just flip the phone, it automatically goes. But he flips it and goes this way. All of a sudden, it goes back to 9 by 16. So
it's been working. I don't know what happened, man.
I know.
I flip it, and it'll stay like that for a little while, and then turns back to disorientation. I just can't fix it, man. I don't know.
It's the beach effect. It's where you at, bro. La playa. It's the beach effect, bro.
No shit. It had to have been. So, Johnny, anything new in Victoria? Did we get any rain?
Oh, buddy, man. No, we didn't get no rain, but it was hot, brother. And I had a rough week, man. I had a blowout, bro. No, but bro, it was bad, bro. It was bad. Waiting on roads. Yeah, bro. I had a blowout on the trailer, man. So I don't even want to talk about it, man. You know how that goes, brother. It's like this. That's it. That's it, brother.
Like this, so, anyway.
Put it like this. Put it like this, vato. Lo que trabajé, I put it in the blowout. Lo que trabajé el día. So. Pero saludos to my buddy Wally in San Antonio. Dijo, Johnny, get a truck. You'll make money. Thank you, Wally. Yeah, you'll make money and you spend money. So, no, saludos, Wally and Candy Gordino in San Antonio, man. Saludos, man. We always joke about that. We always joke about that, man. I said, Wally Gator said, "Get a truck, you'll make money." But we always joke about that, bro. But saludos, man. But it's
Man,
all good, brother.
unbelievable.
It's all good.
Well, like I
It
said,
comes
I
with the
mean,
business.
it is. There's good days and there's bad days, and when you're in business, you got to learn to take both of them. You can't just
Yeah,
have good days, or there'd be no bad days, or vice versa.
yeah, yeah.
Gentlemen, today we're gonna look at some outfits that we wore back in the days, and we'll see. Maybe we'll get some people on and get their opinions on it. And Q sent me some video. I didn't queue it up for this week, but I'm gonna be divvying those up into like 3 or 4 minute little segments, and then showing them over the next episodes. But before then, I'd like to thank Juan Mendoza, Tejano TV. This is going to be our first episode that you can view from the Tejano TV app. So on Roku or on your cell phone or on the Mas Chingon website, you go and look for the Tejano TV and then click the podcast little link, and you'll be able to view it from there. So I believe that he's going to be also be you're going to also be able to re-air it from there, which would be real cool. So anybody checking out videos on Tejano TV, go ahead and click on the little Puro Potente link, and you'll be able to keep up with the latest episode of Puro Potente. We are going to take a look at the latest video since we didn't do it last week, guys. Just to remind everybody that, hey, it's out there. If you haven't checked it out, go on YouTube, Meches Music. You got Potente Arrepiéntate. It's a great video if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, well, don't forget it. Look at it again. It's a good one. Right, Q? It's a good one.
It is a good one, man. It's funny because I just checked it today. I was just browsing around, wanted to look at the views, the analytics, and I saw there was a new comment on there, and somebody commented on the wardrobe, that we needed a new wardrobe and this and that. I was like, hey, man, it is what it is, man.
Where did you read that? Because I didn't sure didn't
It's on the
read that.
YouTube, man. It was the latest comment. Something about the wardrobe. I don't know, man. I read it and I kind of laughed to myself. I thought it was funny. Pues cada quien tiene su punto de vista, ¿verdad? And he has their opinion. It's all good, man. So I appreciate him supporting it and watching it, though, man. If
No, thank you.
Share, like it and share it, man. It's fine.
Yeah,
Let everybody know that we're
that's
doing
what I
a
said.
job
That's what I said.
with the wardrobe.
I would like to. Well, let's
Yeah.
And then we have some applause for it, guys.
Hey.
All right, yes, no, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're gonna be adding another segment here in a couple of weeks at the end of the show. Potente's random thoughts, and Q. Guess what? That, my friend, right there is going to fall in Potente's random thoughts, or at least on my edition of Potente's random thoughts, brother. Trust me, and that might be a 15 or 20 minutes segment. But anyway. Go ahead.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hear my random thought. What I told him yesterday.
Oh.
We're not going to mention that one.
No, it's all cool, man. Don't worry about it. Like I said, no hate. What do we got here? Let's see who's tuning in. Adam's watching. Saludos a todos ustedes. I always like to watch this awesome show. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate it, man. Saludos para toda la raza de Orange Grove.
Saludos. Oh. Melissa, saludos.
There you go.
Melissa, saludos. Hi, sis. She's always watching. I guess her number one fan. Her and DJ, man. Number one fan.
Appreciate it, guys. Like I said, the last week's show was dedicated to talking about DJ and his career, and we'll see where we go on this one. Who else we got here? We got Marcus Daniels. What's up, my brher? Hey,
saludos, Marcus.
Yeah, what's up, Marcus? Hey, I'm always in his hat, bro. Trust me. Everything that all of his confidence lies in his hat, man. Trust me, when we go on the 3 Amigos show, you got to bring Marcus in, because Marcus, he'll just kind of just hide to the side. If you don't bring him in, man, he's just real happy just listening. But you got to bring him in, man. He's got some interesting perspectives. But you got to bring him in, man. So, saludos, Marcos. Thank you so much.
Saludos, Marcos.
Oh, who do we got here? Oh, we got DJ in the house. All right,
DJ,
what's up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
And hopefully we don't bore Annabelle this week. She was bored.
Is that Annabelle?
Yes, that is Annabelle. Hopefully she's not bored with what we're going to be showing today. But I said, you know what? It's because you're with me. You know all this. It's old shit for you, man. Come
What
on.
did she say? What did she say? Bring up new stuff. Bring up new stuff. I know that shit
Well, what the
already.
hell? Well, then why don't you go with somebody else and then it'll be new stuff? Because that's just the way it is. In married life, that way, it's old shit.
That's
You
how it
already
is,
know.
buddy.
You already know what this guy's gonna say and do, how he's gonna react. She could probably come on here and act like me, and it'd be exactly the same thing. It's my wife, of course.
Yeah.
Melissa, always got to support my brother, and y'all have been like family. Thank you, Melissa. Yes,
Igualmente.
we know that you support Johnny, and we thank you for tuning in all the time. My sisters, Monica and Erica, when they get a chance, they tune in as well, and it means a lot.
Of course.
As we get older and deeper into this journey, as we finish the ride, like I once told you, Johnny, family and the what do you call it, their support, it means a lot. Guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the video and just chit chat about it. If you haven't watched it, obviously Q said he watched it, and there was a unique comment on there, but we'll discuss that more on the other side. How's that, guys? Here we go.
Man.
Yes, sir.
So they didn't show up to the event, which cost the venue a whopping $250,000. On other news, the Conjunto Powerhouse band Potente racked up 5 VIP Music Awards at the VIP Music Awards. But that was not the highlight of the night.
That name right there?
Our very own Jill Flowers,
a liquor bottle, man,
captured the whole
if I recall right.
And we're live here at the VIP Awards. We have Potente in the house. Here we have Q. So Q, how are you feeling winning 5 music awards?
We're truly blessed and honored to won these awards. We want to thank everybody.
So, Q.
On the Hello TV, they even put it like that. Did y'all see that? On number 6,
winning 5 music awards.
The guy even announced it like that, bro.
What just happened here?
I thought it was cool, man.
Is that his wife? Oh, no. That wasn't his wife.
WTF?
I'd rather be on the hook for $250,000 than to be caught on that hook.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Saludos, Julia Rivas. Thank you for tuning in.
Join
we
us
appreciate
next week
it.
for more Whispers and Rumors on Whispers, Rumors, and More. I'm your host, Ambrosia Rose. Good night.
Are you kidding me?
What? I don't even know who she is.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious, babe. She just showed up out of nowhere. I have no idea who she is.
Rock
Hey, where you
said
going?
it was an award right here. Award-winning performance.
I do want when you came back to the globe, with you. That one.
Thanks, Mom. We appreciate. I know. Hope you get well soon.
Yeah, I hope you get well.
Thank you for tuning in.
Dejas a mi vida, a mi alma y mi ser. Ahora que te vas,
guys, that cost me $17 for that ride. Just so you know, so a few could make that ride there. $17 for you and $17 for me.
Hey, so when I check my account later, man, it locked my card because it didn't recognize that.
Oh, really?
In California, yeah. I couldn't use my card after that. I had to call the fraud line and get it unlocked. It's crazy, man. I don't know what happened.
Hey, you know what? Because I have no problems. I'm always shopping online. My card used to be swiped all over the country. Shit.
Hey, I look at that. Let's take it off the top on the next gig, man. We'll take the screen things off the top on the next gig.
Charlie, awesome. Love y'all's music since I was a kid. Carn City. We got a Carn City, fellow Carn City. And thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Elote.
Elote. Corn City? Rogelio Boteo. No, hombre, ya se te pegó lo de Rogelio, güey. It wasn't very hard for you to get, was it, Johnny? No. Your part was the easiest part. Pick up your head and say this. Hey, but for what it's worth, Johnny, you did a phenomenal job, okay?
Thank you, man.
I think so. I don't care whatever Ali says. How's that?
I'm just glad y'all didn't catch any shots when we were doing it. I was over there swinging my arms and everything, man.
Hey, we needed to about J&Z with the. Hey, no puedo olvidarte, boy. It'd have been on then, Johnny.
Yeah,
man, you did a phenomenal job, brother.
Next time I'm gonna throw water on the snare.
Throw water on the snare.
Bien herido el compa, bien herido.
No, hombre, hey. I don't think Phil would like that in his place, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he probably rubbed me off after that one.
Oh, yeah. And Phil's a cool cat, but I don't think, he got a lot of equipment in there, brother.
Yeah, oh, man. I think just that water be splashing all over that equipment.
Watch out. Easter Bunny and Easter Bunny, Mr.
Watch
and Miss
out,
Easter Bunny.
watch out.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Let's have an applause here. No, this one right here. There you go. I reprogrammed some new applause and stuff here, guys. So what do you call it? What's one here? So, how do y'all like that little promo that I put up there? Huh? You? What do you think?
I
like it, man. I told you a while ago the music sounded like Mortal Kombat earlier.
Hey, but did you like that Potente logo, man? Hey.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I got about 12 of them, bro. So I'm gonna be bringing them on every show or so. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Go ahead, Johnny. Go for it.
I'm gonna have to subscribe. I'm gonna see how much the Puro Potente show is gonna charge me to put my company logo up there, man. I'm gonna have to see how much.
You know it. Hey, I was about to tell you this, but when I was putting this together, I said, man, hey, Johnny. You got a logo you want me to put on there, man? Hey, come on, brother. We got people in Victoria. They tune in, hey, man. And
I can't
work everywhere.
I can't put the growth spot no more. We finally got rid of the trigger this week.
I saw that, man.
I saw it wheeling away around the corner, bro. That must have hit a spot there, huh?
¿Sabes qué, bro? We sold it. Well, actually, we sold it 2 weeks ago. We made the deal. Pero they didn't come to pick it up to this week. Hey, dude, my little girl started crying. Kylie cried. And you know what they did, dude? They followed that trailer.
Though, right?
Oh, yeah, dude. We had it since 2016, brand new. And you know, dude, she cried so much, and they couldn't let go. The girls couldn't let go that they jumped in the car as soon as it took off. They followed it because the owners are from Houston. And, you know, saludos to Rebecca, you know, and her son. You know, they got great things planned. And it went to good people, man. Good. The lady that bought it is best friends with Angel since high school. Or junior high. I'm sorry, junior high. And they got great things. And, you know, Houston's a big market, bro. They're going to do good in Houston, man. I wish them all the best. But to get back to the story, you know what Angel and Kylie and Margaret did and AJ? They couldn't let go. They followed that trailer all the way to Etna.
I saw Margaret post a video on the road. I was like, dude, well, did she just by happenstance be going by? Now I know what happened.
I said, let it go. Let it go.
No, it's okay. I understand because y'all have a lot of fond memories with that truck, you know. And a few years ago, I went and helped you on Thanksgiving. So, you know, a lot of people in Victoria knew that. And like I said, it's another chapter that the story of that trailer is going to have more stories. I like this. So good luck to those.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's see. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment. We haven't had a Potente past in several weeks because it's all been about Potente present, Potente future. But let's take a dive. All right, guys. Now we are here on Potente Past. We haven't had this segment in a while. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of A lot of promoting on the new Arrepiéntate video, the new Arrepiéntate song, and of course, we're looking at setting. We're waiting patiently for hear from Juan P. Moreno, and hopefully we can get that date set. And we've already started to practice the put the set together for that. It's going to be a special event. Hopefully it can happen finally. Like I said, I was last night. Did you catch it, Johnny? Did you catch it? Juan Mendoza went re-aired our my
Yes,
interview. Yeah,
yes.
I watched it all.
I was watching it. I was watching it last night, and I was like, "Wait a minute, he's not like this said live on the corner." I said, "Wait, this is the old one. This is he's
Yeah,
not
it's
live
the
right now."
old one. It's the old one.
Because I remember the comment that ¿cómo se llama? D made about Little Man in Las Vegas, and I said, "Oh no, this is the
It's
old
the
one
old one. Yeah.
making fun of his buddy being short and
Oh,
everything."
yeah. What do you call it? Buddy. Or
Yeah,
what do you call it? I can't remember his name, but Buddy from the he has his podcast, and I can't remember his real name. Something with an O, Salcedo.
yeah.
Anyway, shout out to him. He does tune in from time to time, and yeah, he says, well, he had met him, and I have obviously hadn't met him. I haven't met none of them guys in real life other than Juan. So Juan says he was 5'7", 5'8", and then he shared the picture, obviously, and was they're down here, and I'm looking like a giant on him. But that was cool, man. Well, gentlemen, welcome to Potente Pass. Uh, Q sent me some photos, and we were looking to get Ali Garza here, but I talked to him this week. It was something he couldn't do this week, so we're hoping to get him on next week. And of course, I have to get together a lot of content from you, Q, from you, Johnny. And he was reminding me of some videos that who had them. I said, bro, I don't remember, man. I'll try to. I'll get with my sister and my mom, see what they got to put together. A good segment. I mean, having Ali. That's going to be a pretty long show, guys. You know that. I
Oh
mean, with
yeah,
Ali, are you kidding me?
it's a
There's
lot
so
of
much.
history, man. Yeah.
Exactly. The chemistry, the history. I mean, that show is just going to roll real good. Having Ali, and then, of course, we have to visit his Michael Salgado days and his Jody Farias days. And you know how that goes. I mean, this dude's got a long list of things, and he's the invitado, guys. So we got
Yeah.
to give it to him. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Q,
man.
are you ready for that, Q?
I am, man. I've watched Ali with so many bands. I've followed him, obviously. There was a time there where we kind of lost touch a little bit, but I mean, it's been a big part of my life over the last probably 7 or 8 years. Um, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that, man. Es mi compadre.
Oh, shit. How about you, Johnny? I know you.
You know,
Yeah, he still calls you from time to time.
él, he just called me 2 weeks ago, but y yo le dije, Ali, man, you get on the show. Yeah, bro, yeah, let me know y todo. But I told Anthony, man, can you imagine the chingaderas that he's gonna come out with next week when he's on air, man? We
Well,
know Ali
hey,
sale con sus chingaderas, bro.
but when you put him on the spot, sometimes he's like, okay, like, no, 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 we need the Ali el que viene a vacilar con nosotros, güey. Ese es
Yeah,
el Ali que
yeah.
let's hear, get a few, what do you call it, comments here before we move on.
Comentarios.
Did you go Abraham Paredes? I don't know what
I don't know
Did
what
he
that
go
is.
where? Yeah.
did he go where, Melissa?
I don't know.
Comment
Maybe
let
the
us
San
know.
Antonio. They were supposed to go to the Conjunto Fest in San Antonio.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Got
Yeah.
900. Happy to see you guys still doing what you love. I'm proud to see everything you've accomplished. I remember y'all playing in the Cuartitos de la Casita on Houston. Then
Oh
Nancy, that's
man,
taking it back. That's taking it back, honey.
yeah.
The Matchbox.
Thank you for tuning in, Nancy. Good to hear from you as well. Hope everything's going good with you guys, okay?
Yeah.
We got Lawrence. What's up,
In
Oh,
the
people?
house.
Posible
What's up,
in the
gang? What's up,
house.
Lawrence?
hey,
Are you
Bro.
feeling better, brother?
I hope so, man. Hope so. Saludos, Lawrence. Saludos, bro. Hope
Let
he's
us know.
feeling
Let us know
better,
how
man.
you're doing, bro. Yeah. Let
Yeah.
us
Yes.
know.
I hope
Hey,
that everything is good. What's up?
Anthony, I tagged you, man. I know they're gonna have a fundraiser for him. Did you see that?
Yes.
The
I think
fundraiser
I
in
think Juan P. Moreno shared that.
yeah. I
I think
seen
he
they're
shared
gonna
it. I
have a
saw it.
fundraiser for him, man. And man, I hope it
Ojalá
goes
que
good.
everybody goes out and what do you call it, supports him. Man, I know because he's a good guy, Lawrence. He supports us, supports a lot of
Yeah,
the musicians and a lot of the talent. So
yeah.
everybody, if y'all get to if you're around that wherever they're having an event, I'm not sure where it's at, but get
It's
out there and support them.
I think it's at the Hangout, bro. At his, where they
Oh, okay.
where,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
where they're
yeah.
having
Oh,
it
right on.
at the Hangout.
Awesome.
It's a place. I guess him and his brother and some friends that they opened up and is doing pretty good, man. Doing damn good. But we wish you the best, Lawrence, man. Hope you get better soon, bro, and hope everything goes good for you, man.
Awesome. Oh, what here we got Melissa saying. What did Melissa said here? Yeah, we
Yeah.
were supposed to go today to San Antonio for the Conjunto Festival.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I forgot all about that, man. The Conjunto Fest.
Yeah,
But I did see on Pedraza's Instagram that they're gonna be introducing a new line of accordions. So I wanted to go out there and check those out, but unfortunately I got to work and I've got some plans for tomorrow, so won't be able to make that.
So we're hearing that you might be doubling down on the new accordion. Is that what I hear?
Oh man.
Oh, Johnny, it only took 30 years to get that one. So he said, "Man, I need to hurry up and get another one for it. I can't wait 30 more years."
$6,000 at a time, man. Things are not
can't
cheap.
wait that long. Come on.
No wonder you're going to work tonight. No wonder you're going to work tonight.
All right, guys, let's check this out, guys. Come on. Hey, if you're out there and you're checking it out, comment on this. All right. What do you think about these outfits? It's okay, Q. Somebody already told us that we need to change outfits on
No, but you'll say.
It is what it is. Well, you know what I mean? I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm gonna get right on that, man. Mañana voy a ir a comprarme todo el vestuario nuevo.
I don't know. Well, hey, you should have told him. Le hubieras contestado, hey, pues, what do you think we should wear?
No, pues le iba a pedir feria para ir a comprar ropa, ¿verdad?
Primeramente necesito el dinero.
Mandar el chat, pues mándame la feria, bro. Yo voy a comprar lo que tú
Dame
quieras.
la feria, güey.
Yo voy y compro lo que tú quieras, nomás mándame la feria, gato.
Not me, bro. I like what I like. You know what? I make my own money. I don't care. If you don't give me the money, that's all right. But
Anthony, to each their own, bro. Everybody's gonna have their opinion. And you know what, man? If you don't like what we're wearing or you like what we're wearing, and it is what it is, bro. That's just how we dress. That's just what we do, man. And you don't have,
Johnny.
you don't. Pero you don't have to. You know what, man? Move along, bro. Scroll on, bro. If you don't like it,
keep scrolling.
Don't get me started, boy. Are y'all trying to get me started here? Heated up in the middle at the 26-minute mark of this episode, bro. Well, let's wait till like the 50-minute mark before y'all start getting me heated up here. No, but we'll get to that later, ladies and gentlemen. What we have here, compliments of Q. These are his outfits. My outfits. Well, I probably got drunk many years ago. I left them there in Carson City, and Mario probably burned them or threw them away or burned them in a barrel. He's like, "Hey, Anthony."
I have about 2 or 3 of your shirts. They're duplicates of mine, obviously, because we wore the same thing.
Yeah.
But I've got several that say AQ on them on the tag because we had to write AQ and EQ to know whose was whose.
That's right.
Too close in size, so I got several that say they have your initials in them.
I recognize that. Querían my shirt right there.
Oh, no shit. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hey, I recognize that Ted jacket. Ted jacket?
Red jacket.
The red jacket. Oh, okay, the red jacket. Yes, my mom made us those jackets. I always loved sequins, and so I told my mom make one, and she made one for me and my brother, and we would wear them, and we're about red jacket. Okay, there we go. Okay, mom.
I got you, mama. I know what you were saying.
You know what shirt I ran into a couple months ago, and I need to find it. You remember the one your mom made for us, the blue with the blue flames? I mean, the white with the blue had like the blue flames on it. It was like I think she made it for us.
No, but I know we bought them. She didn't.
We bought those.
We bought those, but hey,
I know what you're talking about.
Hugh has that one. I didn't bring that one on because I didn't have. But see, I picked these 3 because they were roughly from a time, and then I had video of them. I took them off Q's channel, 2836. That's Gavinelli 2836 2. So, but the next one we're gonna take a look at here in a minute. So, but the middle one was that the Q? Was that the
Tejano Awards, wasn't it?
The Tejano Awards, right?
Yeah, Tejano Awards. Yeah.
That's what I thought that was. I said because I saw another video that you sent me of those crazy videos from back then, and we were wearing another one, but wasn't that one? I said, I thought that
was the one with the moon and suns.
Yeah, that's the one that's the one that I wore to Tejano Music Awards, the one that had the moon and the sun and all that.
Okay, all right.
You and Richard had those.
Yeah. Me and Richard had those, and you and your brother,
me and Anthony
had the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this last shirt on the right hand side here, that one is the one we used in the Siempre a Mí. I don't know. We probably wore several gigs and shows after that, but I mean, you'll remember it off of that the Siempre a Mí, and of course, when we get a look in here, we'll see they didn't have Q size, so
They didn't.
and that Q's could have fit Johnny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how big. So when he's
Hey, what
holding
you
the
trying to say?
horses, he's like,
Hey, what you trying to
You
say
can
to me?
see it on the arms, man. Thing was huge, man.
it
Nothing
was.
I could do.
No, man, it's like I said, it was cool. I remember that this was this shirt, uh, pretty much brought on the change. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Going from where we were Potente to heading towards Potentes del Norte.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have touched on this in previous episodes. That was hitting us down that way. So let's go ahead and see these outfits in action. All right, let's see. Yeah, yeah. There's no sound to this, okay? But oh, there are the jackets. And if you look, Johnny's hidden way back there on one of these.
Is
I don't know.
is that is that Yellow Rose?
No, I
No.
don't know. No, that ain't Yellow
This
Rose.
this was in
Wasn't
I want to
it
say
in
Ennis,
the Dallas
Texas.
area?
Yeah,
The
it's in
Dallas area. Yeah,
Ennis,
Dallas?
somewhere up
Texas.
there.
Yeah. That's a
No,
Dallas suburb
because
south of Dallas. Yeah.
See,
because
there's Johnny way over there to the left. You can't see him.
yeah.
Way over there playing congas there.
Las tumbas.
The tumbas, yeah.
Watch out.
And
That's
here are those vests. I think those are those vests. I'm not sure. Oh, and here are the shirts, guys. Look at this Q. Then you right now you're gonna know that Q had that it was way too big for him. Luckily, I was on top of the horse. Mine was a little bit big, but not like Q's. Look at
Mira. Hey, parece that he got lunch lady arms or something hanging out right there.
Ay. I'm telling you, bro. Y los pantalones bien apretaditos, pero la camisa toda aguada. Hijo, y pobre no puede bajar las manos porque, pues, agarra los caballos.
Hey, if it would have been windy that day, he would just, he would just flew away.
Con el sombrerito que usaba Johnny, güey. Oh,
Yeah,
Raiden, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Johnny says, hell yeah.
I was scared to throw it out to the crowd and chop somebody's head off.
Somebody's head off. You might have, güey. Guáchala, ahí la camisa no se le mira tan mal porque tiene los brazos abajo, güey.
Yes, it's because I had my arms up. You could see all the extra material.
I don't know what I was looking at, Johnny. That's your pose these days, Johnny. This one looking up.
I escondió los lunch lady arms right there, man. He hit him.
No, hombre. Well, like I said, I mean, I remember using this outfit. You know, I would probably that was when Richard Perez shortly after got into the drums, and I remember wearing that shirt. I don't remember Johnny lent it to him or how that went down. Speaking of that I want to set that talking point up here in the next few weeks. We're gonna go ahead, as you can see, we haven't really got into much of that when Johnny, because in this one right here, Johnny's playing the congas. I want to get into that and get Johnny's perspective. Now, obviously, we're all together. We're all grown up. We're partners. We're back together, finishing the ride. That's awesome. But it's going to make for great talking points here in the future over the next couple of months. So everybody tune in, because this is a great story that we're going to share, and Johnny's going to share his perspective, and we'll share our perspective. And these are things that, Johnny, I don't think a lot of people really know what happened back in those days and how it went down. And well, now so many years later through the show, we're going to be able to let all the fans know what happened. You know what I mean? So we just kind of, just because, through the years, you'll see Johnny on the drums, you'll see Johnny on the congas, and then Johnny won't be there. And I'm setting this up because Q, obviously in the videos that you sent me, Johnny's not in there. But as we start viewing those, we'll see Johnny where he was at that particular time, and we'll go over that. But like I said, I'm just setting those talking points up for the future.
There's
Guys,
some shocking footage in that that video I sent you. Of course, I'm sure you've already seen the video.
I've been in and out.
It's gonna need to be heavily edited. Content.
Boy. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna have to do it 3 or 4 minutes at a time.
You have to remember, you're talking about, I was 19. That would have made you 22. Richard was, I don't know, 20. Who else was in there? I mean, I don't know, man.
Sanchez was in there.
Sanchez. Yeah,
hey, I clipped out the part where he and I were wrestling, just him and I, not the tag team, just he and I. I sent it to him. He was happy, like, dude, that is awesome. We got one more comment here before we move on. I remember the machine outfits. Awesome show. Yes,
Alex,
I think we're gonna show that one. We're gonna show that.
what's up,
Saludos,
nephew?
Alex. Thank you for tuning in, brother. We appreciate it. Yeah, Q. There was a lot. I mean, you're talking over
It's
2 hours of stuff there,
yeah, it's
bro.
hours and hours of video, man. And so, where was I going with this conversation? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't remember where I was going, man. I lost my
Well,
train of thought.
I know that it's gonna fall somewhere, and that there is a lot of beeps that I'm gonna have to put in there. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to beep out a lot of stuff. That's why I can only put it 3 or 4 minutes. It's good. I mean, we got the rest of the year to show that footage. And of course, I want to make sure and bring in Johnny's perspective because, of course, he's not in those videos, but O1 is.
Oh,
O1, go
I
ahead.
know. What I was gonna say. Also, shocking video. Gas was 96 cents a gallon.
Dude, did you? I was waiting. Hey, what? We filled up with $24. I was like,
Big old
25 gallons for $24. Like, what? That's the same thing I'm looking at, bro. I no, man, cállate. Dude, could you imagine today? No, hombre,
Hombre.
todo lo que nos pagan, it would be on gas, right?
Yeah,
I got a
Forget
16
about
gallon
it.
tank. I can fill up a $15 back then, man. Today it takes $40.
I know, bro. That's
no,
unbelievable.
no,
Hold
hombre,
on, check this out.
I can fill up
Right
my
here,
truck with
Juan
$28.
Mendoza, welcome to Tejano TV. Thank you, brother. This is the
Salud,
Thank you,
brother.
ladies.
Juan.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Bro.
Thank
This
you,
is the
Juan.
first episode that you can watch from the Tejano TV platform. Like I said, if you got Roku TV, download the app. If you on your cell phones, download the app Tejano TV. That's how I watch it. On the Mas Chingon website, it has Tejano TV. You go and click on the Tejano TV and then go to the podcast link, click it, and when it's live, you'll be able to see what you're seeing right here. So we're also working with Juan to see if we can get it on there when you can watch it again after for until we upload the next episode. Because if you happen to be watching the latest Arrepiéntete video, well, guess what? Stop by and watch. If you got time, watch the latest episode of Puro Potente.
Hey, mira, hey, mira, there he
Mira
is.
que,
There he
there he
is.
is.
Here he is.
Amigo.
Carmen, we missed you, buddy.
You were making $3.35.
Now you're making the big bucks.
No, I don't know about making it. No. Carmen, you're the one making the big bucks.
Oh yeah.
Nah, he's the one making the money. Where's he at, Johnny? He wasn't at home, right?
I don't know. No, that's Carmen. I was just telling this Anthony the other day. I said, man, well, we haven't seen Carmen on in about 2 weeks, man. I know he's working somewhere, but I couldn't remember, man. But mira, there he is. You must have finally got service. You're making fun of me all those weeks, and you didn't have no service.
That is true. Hey, but it's all good, Johnny. We figured it out. Wait, at least we figured out why you weren't clear.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Your internet seems to be hanging in there pretty good. So.
Yeah.
Good now, yeah. Except for the orientation of my videos, don't think.
That is great. No, I can hear you. Guys, let's see. Anything else about that sticks out to you guys about those outfits or those days or the Siempre a mí that you guys want to elaborate on?
No. I just remember, man, that I just remember when I think we were in the studio that one time, and I want to say it was the Siempre a mí, and we went from the studio to that rancho to go take the pictures. And I'll never forget that Esteban said, "Hell no, I ain't getting on that horse." Esteban,
hell no. Hey, there was no other horse. There was only 3 horses.
Yeah,
I like
but he didn't want to get on the horse.
I didn't have an option, man.
Usually it would have been him to get on the horse and you would be on the ground. It would have been better. At least his arms would have been down. It would have looked like when he opens up that the shirt's his wife.
She would have been like that.
Aye. Watch that. What did Carmen have to say here? I was in the mountains and had better service.
No, he didn't, because he wasn't on for like 2 weeks, so he didn't have no service.
Dale para McDonald's for the free Wi-Fi, man.
There you go. But in the mountains, there was no McDonald's for Carmen. One more time, shout out to all the Tejano TV, viewers. Thank you so much, Juan Mendoza, and all the Tejano TV crew for adding our podcast to your lineup. We really appreciate it. We hope we don't let you guys down. We're doing our best, trying to improve it every week. We got some new segments coming up, and thanks to Q, we're gonna have some old footage. I don't know. I'm gonna title it up. We'll have an what do you call it? A segment dedicated to that. I mean, that was phenomenal, man. You remember? I even loved the video then. Yeah, I was all about the video camera, Q. Even then, bro.
I know you're narrating a lot of it. So.
Hey, the big old cameras over here. Remember, I had the inverter there with the long extension cord.
hey, what did you say? As long as that red light's on, it's recording.
It's working. It's okay. Yeah. Oh man, here we go.
Hey, that's what my baby's there.
There you go. Saludos, Lacey.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
No, guys. Like I said, I mean the red. You know that red. Let's go back over here so we can look at it. That red jacket reminds me of. I don't know if you were with us yet. If you were with us at that time, Johnny, or not. Maybe you were. Maybe you weren't.
I don't know, but that red jacket le falta una plancha. That red jacket.
Más que una plancha,
Hang on. So there's something you need to know if you're looking at this clothing. Number one, it hasn't been washed in probably 25, 30 years. And number two, it's been stuffed in a bag, like one of those. It was actually a bag where, like, you get your comforter set, like your bedding set. It has the comforter, the sheets, and the pillowcases. It's in one of those. It's been all stuffed in that same bag and zipped up for years, man. So it's all dirty and it's very wrinkled. I didn't take the time to iron it. I just hang it up. Take pictures.
But was it vacuum packed?
Was it vacuum packed?
It was not vacuum sealed.
Because it looked like it was vacuum sealed. Parece que le mascó una rata.
Ay. Well, let me tell you. I'm gonna go get back to my story. That red jacket. I don't know, Johnny, if you remember. We were playing Rivera. I know Q, you're gonna remember. We were playing with the Sombra. Were you with us, Johnny?
Yeah,
okay, remember? The Sombra played there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we played the night before in Del Rio, and me. We were all y'all left in the bus, but I was in my own car. Me and Juan, and I think it was just me and Juan. And my car overheated, dude. And I got there right before we played on the
right.
We played on the salon right off the highway.
Right off the highway.
Yeah.
And Marky Jr., you remember Marky was there, and when I was trying to test, we didn't have testers back in those days, and I said the way I would test if it was 110 or not, just plug one of the Part 64s there, boom, pa! Marky's like, ah! But anyway, this jacket reminds me of that night. Q, do you remember that night?
I do remember that night. Yes.
Do you remember when we didn't know what to wear, and was Sombra came out, boy, they put on a hell of a show, them boys.
Flashy, man.
Yeah, they bring down the house, bro.
Hey, do you remember the drummer? Jesse did that 5-minute solo. My God, bro.
I do remember.
Hey, dude, and then he did that solo, badass solo. And then all of a sudden, they just went there, come on, everybody, say, stop. The crowd went crazy, bro. They went crazy.
This is funny. I'm going to tell you a story. This is, you know that what happened. I'm not going to go into the details, but what's his name? Albert Flores. And you know what happened with my accordion and all that. So, but remember, he opened up that night. Okay, but I'm not gonna get into that story. That's for a story for another time. But anyway, he opened. They forced it in there because it was just. Yes, no, it was supposed. It was supposed to be. Remember, it was supposed to be just. Hold on here. Okay, hold on. It was supposed to be just Potente and Sombra. So then all of a sudden they got forced in there. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know who they were, right? Put them up there. So anyway, we got up, and then Sombra got up, and then we were supposed to get up, and then Sombra's gonna finish it up. Now those were the days, man, because hey, era como un mano a mano. You don't see that because you have so much equipment that you don't want to be swapping. But eso es cuando se miraba el grupo y la raza miraba ese grupo, luego miraban ese grupo, pues vamos a ver, pues este grupo ya tocaba así, pues vamos a ver qué es tu contestación a esta presentación, ¿me entiendes? Yeah. That's un mano a mano. It's awesome. And then, well, the Sombra got up and they put on a hell of a show. So, you know what?
Hell yeah.
Put my little red jacket on. We had it in the bus. Oh, and hombre, I went dancing and all kinds of, yo también me pongo, man. It was funny. He says, "Damn, dude, that's all you gotta do is play with the sombra and do that stuff." I said, "Well, I don't know. I don't never do dance like that, but I can do that dance too. Hey, watch, let me show you."
Anthony, what do you remember about that place? What do you remember about that place we played at? You remember?
Remember, it was
I
wood.
remember. Remember we were playing. They had the windows open. Remember
Okay, yes,
the
yes, yes,
windows?
yes.
Remember
I
because it
do
was
remember
all
that.
wood, and it was
Yeah, it
like
was a wooden
National
place.
Hall. You
That's
remember
right.
National Hall?
Like an old
They
lens
had,
hall.
yeah,
The old
they
lens
had the
hall, yeah.
windows open, bro. And I was like, right behind the stage, the windows were open, and I was like, oh wow, dude. It's crazy, but dude, somebody kicked ass that day, dude.
Yeah, well,
Man, they told
that's what that jacket. They bought another level to me. But I brought out another level and Anthony that he hadn't seen until the summer brought it out that night. I'm not gonna look that bad. I can do that too. Hell, it was all the fun. The raza there, la poca gente que había, they were quedaron entretenidos. Eso era lo más importante.
Yeah.
And Gerardo flicking the bathroom lights off and on. Yes, that is going to be coming up in the next couple of
El
months.
light show, el light
The
show.
light show, yes, that was his light show. Mira aquí, dice mi amigo JIC Crossing. Saludos, compadre.
Salud.
Eso.
Saludos, Monterrey.
Saludos, mi amigo.
Hey,
Puro potente fire, guys. Well, necesitamos una lumbre, un juego aquí con Q porque ya no se ve, porque ya se está oscureciendo.
vamos a la playa. It's getting dark.
Saludos de Monterrey, Nuevo León. Saludos, mi amigo, desde aquí en Benavides, Victoria, en las vacaciones que está Q en la playa, como dice güey.
Ahorita va a prender la lumbre atrás. Ahorita Big llama. Ahorita va a prender.
Eso. Bueno, dice mucho.
You gotta go like this so the fire can come on.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a pause for the cause. And I put this together. Don't make. Hey, come on, yeah. It's the first time y'all gonna see it, but it's a little promo for the show. All right, and then I'll see you on the other
Gentlemen,
side. Okay.
tune in
Cool,
Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio.
Well, how'd you guys like that, huh? How'd you like that, gentlemen?
Hey, bro, I'm gonna hook you up with the radio stations to make the announcements now, bro. I'm gonna talk to Lilo. I'm gonna talk to Lilo from 95.9, and I'm gonna talk to John from Club. Hey, man, I think you can make your announcements.
But you know what? But see, those guys, they do it on the spot, man. It took me a little while because I'm new to this, man.
No, they don't. No, bro. I've seen them done. I've been in the studio of Magic 95, bro. It's a lot of editing, bro. I'll tell you right now. I've seen it done. Brother.
Well, now you're making me feel a little bit better, Johnny.
Yeah. No, I've seen it done. I
took some pieces from one over there. I said, well, I took out just a bunch of stills of the Tejano TV. And said, put this stuff in here, man. Here we go. And then, you know what? I said, let me see. And that I was like, not too bad. So, well, somebody got to do something around here. God damn you. I can see you now, man.
A rato vas a andar allá doing the sound effects like that guy that does the announcement for the band. Con ustedes y todo el pedo a rato.
Just watch it. I got another number, dude. I got I don't know 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 more banks, and I can program more things on this keyboard than you can imagine, bro. Forget about it. Let's see what Carmen has to say. Bring him in here. What do you say? Prende la vera para los Steelers. Hey, bro, just watch. I still have faith. That I wish they would lose,
bro.
Q. I wish they would lose.
No. Hey, dude, I don't know if y'all have seen Will Howard now, man, dude. He's going to be a beast, man.
I don't know. Something tells me I had that same feeling with Roethlisberger back in 2004, and look how that panned out.
He's going to be a beast, man. I know. I'm looking forward to the season, man.
I kind of am because I think you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mason can do a pretty good job.
I mean, he's going to do all right.
Yes, I think he can do a pretty good job. Now I don't think he's
with the organization, but
yes, because he's going to feel comfortable. I think of all the quarterbacks there, he's the most comfortable with Tomlin and that system and how they like to do things. So it gives him the upper hand in that. You know what I mean? But I do believe if he were to get injured and that rookie comes in, I think I mean, like I said, I just have a good feeling, like what I did with Roethlisberger, and I hope that it comes out that way. Let's see what it is.
I think the only thing me and Carmen are gonna agree on is our Houston Texans. Everybody we're gonna agree on.
Hey, Carmen said, "Don't be snitching, man. Telling studio secrets. No te van a invitar para el studio."
Yeah.
Oh, Juan, nice promo. Well, thank you, man. I just did the best I could just to have something for the show, so it looks pretty good. What does Carmen say here? Telling studio secrets.
Bro, those fans are delusional, brother. We're not delusional.
No, I am not delusional. I know what we are and what we're not. And
I'll tell you when we're gonna suck, bro. I'm like, after the first 4 games, I'm like,
problem.
It's gonna be a sucky season, man.
That's the problem. Is that we're what do they call it, in limbo, because those 8-8 seasons, they may look good on Tomlin's resume, but they don't allow you to ever get a high enough pick to get a good quarterback.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What I was telling, dude. I was having this conversation with Eliseo the other day. I was like, I kind of just want to lose so we can, we can get a good draft pick, top 5 draft pick a couple years in a row, and just go from there, man.
And you can rebuild. You can rebuild through the draft with high picks.
What sucks is your veterans who are on a 1 or 2 year contract. They're not going to want to wait it out. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They're going to want to go somewhere they can win now.
They've been in the league for 10, 12 years, and they want to go. They want to win right now. That's why they came to your organization. So you can't just throw the season, because you're kind of just doing them a disservice, But
of course,
that's just the way.
And that's the difficulty in being in that situation and that position, and that's what they call it, purgatory, because it's hard to win. And you don't ever lose enough to retool. So in the NFL, you know what I mean? It's not like the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks ended up with the first pick. Imagine that, 1.8% chance, and they ended up with the number 1 pick. How do you like that?
Yo también puedo, Johnny.
There's the little buddy. Watch out.
Hey, but mine's got a heartbeat.
I got a heartbeat. All right, gentlemen, we're gonna take one look. I got these pictures from Q, and we're going to talk about them before we wrap it up here. Okay, check this out. Johnny, do you remember these things here?
I remember.
Well, obviously, we remember the one on the left. Q, that must have been yours. I'm assuming it was autographed to you?
Yeah, the one on the left, the Albert Zamora.
Yeah.
I can't see because it has the live logo with the timer up on the top left. But I'm assuming that's what it is. That's what it looks like. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
There you go.
That was autographed to me. I have one. I think I sent you the one of the Hometown Boys also.
I did, but I didn't want to put them all together here.
Yeah. I got 2 of those. One is autographed to me, and the other one is just an autograph, black and white. But the second one there, the one in the middle, is it's a release.
Press
it's a press release for Lito, the second album. The last one is some sort of article or press release on Querían Más. So 1995 and 96.
Something like that. Yeah. Johnny, were you around in some of those days? Like I said, he wasn't in this picture, but in the future episodes, we're gonna get into why he wasn't there and why and how he came back, and we're gonna get into a lot. There's so much to talk about when it comes down to why Johnny wasn't here, why Johnny came back, and why he wasn't here again. And then he was over here, and now
I'm gonna blame it on the internet service. It was.
Before anybody thinks it, no, I didn't go to jail. I wasn't locked
up. I can't help but notice he was missing for 3 to 5 years.
Hey, that now if it was Chewy, I don't know, Johnny. That might have been possible. If it was Chewy, that might have been possible. But not Johnny. Johnny's always been a good old boy. That's good.
Ese loco, ya lo conoces.
Oh yeah, in and out, man. But he's a good timer, and that's why I like hanging out with him. When he swings by the gates, we play in Victoria. It's always a good time with old Chewy, man. Like I said, I remember when I look at that poster of Albert Zamora, it reminds me of when they used to go to Loretos. I mean, They were kicking. I remember buying that cassette before they remember Preta Casa blew up.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it a Pulga or something? I saw it was a new one. I was like, oh, check it out, it's cool. And I remember listening to that damn CD or that cassette over and over, and then all of a sudden, de repente, hombre, que they blew up with Preta Casa, and they were everywhere, man. And then of course, I'm assuming you got that at Roberto's, signed at Roberto's.
I have no idea. Probably, yeah.
Probably that's where we would show him.
I was really gonna say that. I said you had to have gotten that one at Roberto's because I remember,
Yep.
we would go over there all the time that they were playing, man. At
Every
Roberto's,
time they were playing.
Yeah,
It was
and
about 2 or 3 times that
we
we'd go check them out because you live right down there, so it was
or,
cool.
or we would be gigging in Victoria or somewhere close by. We would end up at Roberto's without Albert was playing.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they had the killer band, killer sound at that particular time, man.
Dude, you had Milo,
was that, Milo, Manuel,
and Steve, Steve.
Yeah. Well, here it wasn't Steve. What was his name? The drummer. This was a Steve.
That wasn't Steve right there.
No, that was the guy in between there. Steve came in a couple of CDs, a couple of cassettes later. I can't remember what his name was, but it wasn't Steve. No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba.
He was a badass drummer, bro.
Yes. Oh man, they were always cool. Wanted Evian water. Hold on. What is Carmen?
I don't know what he's talking about, dude.
Wanted Evian water, and y'all only had
Ozarka. I don't even. I hate Ozarka water.
And this middle one reminds me of real quickly because well, we were trying to have that particular sound similar to Albert Zamora and old Ruben Ortiz. He had a sound very, very like that. So he came in real quick, and he came in just to take a picture, play a handful of gigs, and he is
in the pictures of, if you go onto my YouTube channel, Gabanelli 2836 too, and Splashdown. What I did was to make those videos, those audio videos, I included clips of us playing, right? Just different pictures that I had saved to my phone. And he's in the one from Splashdown. We played at Splashdown. And SeaWorld also.
Like I said, there wasn't very many because it was so quick. And then I don't know, it was a Rosenberg gig or something and we real quickly, I don't know what happened. I can't even remember what happened. He couldn't. And then, we brought Johnny back in really quick. And of course that's when we pull up Kitty and Mas, and Johnny's drumming with us, and the rest is history. Let's see. We got Johnny left because he was a diva. Wanted water. Johnny, is that true?
No, that's not true.
That's not true. Johnny says, "Don't worry. When it comes time, and we say, Johnny, what happened from your perspective? What happened and how does this go down? We're not going to get into it because we're telling this, but we're going to tackle that subject over the next month and a half in increments." According to what is scripted for the show, we're going to add how this led to that. Obviously, if we can bring Ali on next week, that all ties into when we won and how we ended up with Freddie. And those are good old days. And we were all together at that particular time. And then we'll go from there in the future shows, and we'll get into what happened here, why this happened, and it's going to be interesting for the fans because I know there's not a lot of fans who know the what really happened. Even a lot of family and people who are close friends, they don't really know unless you've really sat down with one of us or all of us. Not too many people really know exactly what went down, how it went down. And it's a very intriguing and powerful story. And then obviously we're here again. We're here together, finishing the ride, talking about this. So that makes it even more special to tune into the future episodes so that you can get all that insight and those details. Gentlemen, anything else y'all want to discuss about Albert Zamora and this time? These posters. Does it remind you of anything, Johnny?
No, it just reminds me of back in the '90s when we were started off playing and we were busy, man, busy, brother. I mean, playing every week. I
know that for me, when I see stuff like that, like I see that Albert Zamora poster, and like I said, the one that I have, the Hometown Boys. I have one of Fandango USA, just different bands, right? I remember a time in my life, in my career, prior to the music being one of the main focuses in my life, where I was just a fan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I miss those days. I always tell Lace, I'm like, man, I wish I could hear. I told her the other day, it was a while back. So you know what? I really wish that I could listen to music through somebody else's lens, to hear what they hear, to experience a concert and music the way that other people will show you. I don't know what that is.
That's my AC. I turned it on. Is that what you're hearing?
Oh yes, that's what it is. It's loud. Um, hombre, está bien recio, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, turn it off.
It was on
Aguántate.
at the beginning of the show. You didn't have no problem.
Hey.
Anthony,
Hey.
come on, remember
Man, I tell her, told her before, I wish I could listen to music and experience a concert and an event through somebody else's ears and eyes, so that I can experience it the way they do, and not through a musician's point of view. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
not listening for content. I'm listening to enjoy it
to
strictly as
enjoy
a
it.
fan. I miss those days and I miss those times. And it's hard to go back and Hurricane Anthony. Yeah, it's hard to go back and live and go back to that time. It's
It's
just
about to
difficult.
be
Yeah.
melted, Anthony. No, I'm gonna go run off that cue. It's true because a lot of the fans they don't understand. When I got with Annabelle, I wasn't really playing. We weren't really playing, but she would always say, "Let's go to the dance. Let's go to the dance. Let's go to dance." Este que el otro. I said, no es que no me gusta ir a los bailes. Le dije, pero fíjate, Q baila los bailes. No, ¿sabes por qué? Te voy a decir por qué. Una de las dos, una de dos. Una, se sienta ahí y quiere subirse a tocar.
Yeah.
O dos, no puede sentarse nomás a decir, como la gente, a oírla, no, hombre, la música está... No, ese vato ya la cagó, ese vato
You're
no
gonna
está bien.
you're gonna critique. You're gonna
It
critique.
doesn't
Bro.
matter.
But
Andando pedo, no.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm the same way, bro. I love to go watch a band play. I love to hear a band play live, but I'm gonna. Oh, he messed up there. He messed up there. Oh,
Yeah.
nah, he's off there. He's off. You know, I cannot go there like Esteban says
Just
as a fan just to go listen in the fan, dude.
yeah.
And I cannot go there and do that.
It
And I
ruins
missed
it.
and I missed that, man. I missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Well, you know that ese es el castigo del músico, güey.
It
yeah.
is.
Ese
It's
es
the
el
price you
castigo del
pay.
músico.
It's
Yes,
the
por
price
ser
you pay
músico.
for being a
Yep.
musician,
Yep.
especially over a long period of time, where
Y
you
yo
where you
digo,
experience so much music, man. It's
y yo
yeah.
digo, el músico que dice que puede ir a hacer eso y ponerlo, yo digo que es mentira.
I don't know how you can do that, man.
Maybe you can say, well, it doesn't affect you, but you hear
Right.
it. You
Yeah.
can't. You'll never be able to hear it. Now that's why it was so good to watch Jaime live when you get to see a really good band. It just blows you away. Was hijo vato canta Nicologo. I mean, obviously, Jaime's not gonna feel bad when I say he doesn't seem the greatest. We all know that. He knows that. It's not a big thing. But that band, I mean, dude, their transitions, Johnny, we've talked about. It's phenomenal. So you're just like in awe with how great they are, their transitions, how on point they are. You're like just la madre. So you can enjoy that. You know what I mean?
I was
How
like
many
that.
bands are like that?
Yeah, I was like that a couple weeks ago when I went to go see Mongolia, dude. I was just like, because
Yeah.
when we played back in February at Texas Jam, I didn't stick around, dude, because I had a long drive back home. I said, no, I got to get home. So I stuck around for like the first 5 minutes. So I didn't hear the whole show, but you told me the next day, oh, dude, Jaime Jam. And I was like, man, I can imagine. But when I caught him in Goliad, I was like,
Of
shoot,
course.
I was just like, wow, dude. I mean, I was just like, I was amazed, bro. I was amazed.
I can't I can't remember a time when I go in there, and that's what I tell Annabelle. It's not a hating thing. It's not that.
No,
It's
not
just
at all. Not
it's
at all.
just you can't tune it out. And how
Right.
many? And we always talk about this. How many bands are perform together that much and have great talent, are super talented, where you're just wow. In the 90s it happened more often. Today, pues este vato no lo puede hacer. Hey, te pago 150, 200 para que vengas y me ayudes. Pues unas de las canciones si las sabe, otras no. The transitions are not the same. No pega
Yeah.
igual. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So like it's very difficult to be wowed in this era. You know what I mean? So when you do, I mean, it's great. Like I enjoy seeing Jaime. I told Joey before I got off. I told Jay and Z, I said, "Hey, bro, okay, y'all go kick some ass. I'm gonna go get drunk now because I didn't have to play no more. I'm gonna get drunk." And yeah, got drunk. I did. Got drunk. I did.
What did you say? The restroom's right there.
Yeah, they're right there. We go 100 times. We got Johnny Tex-Mex. Saludos a todos. Saludos, my
Saludos,
amigo.
Johnny
Thank you for
Tex-Mex.
tuning
Saludos,
in,
bro.
brother.
Tocayo.
Let's see what
Saludos.
my mom had to say. I'm just a musician, mom, but the same thing happens to me when I go to dance. I guess it's what the chief showed me. No shit.
Yeah.
Boy, he's still being talked about here today.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get rid of him now, can we?
You ain't get rid of the chief.
Hey, he's gonna make a comeback in the videos, bro. Trust me, he's in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
That's the way I am with food. Just a joke.
Hey, Anthony,
What's up?
I would love to get that drop from Freddie Records, man. That grito from Butterman. I would love to get that drop,
Well,
man.
it's on. It's on. Which one? I don't know.
No, but I would
It's
just,
on,
no.
it's on too.
yeah, but I would just love if to talk
Just
to
the grito
John.
itself.
He
Just
wants
the
the
grito. Just the
weight.
grito.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. I bet you with stem separation, I
You
bet you I
can.
can get it.
I bet you, yeah,
I bet you can. With stem separation, yeah.
Dude, we can, man, throughout the gig, not only on the gigs, Vato, give me that button. I'll put that button. Dude, the chief will be on stage with
Sounds like he's bone jumping. Hey, you got the mic way down here, right? He's coming. He's coming. He disappeared.
I'll never forget that grito, dude. I'll never forget that grito.
Remember when Greg was in the studio? Number ay, chief, dale. Hey, he's all relaxed like this. Ay, Dios mío. No, chief. Hey, hazte para atrás.
They made her peak like that.
Boo! Like that. Hey, we're all watching. A la madre. No, chief. Hey, Greg. Hey, it reminded me of the granny from the, what do you call it? Beverly Hillbillies in there. I know this is a good old time, man. Let me tell you. What does Adam say here? Before you guys close the show, I gotta say y'all have the great music and great talent. Adelante con Potente. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Support, brother.
Thank you.
Guys, this was a great show. I enjoyed it. Next week, we're hoping I talked with Ali a couple of days ago. Q, I don't know if you know his schedule or not, but I think it's going to happen next week. I'm hoping to keep my fingers crossed because that will be a phenomenal show. Guys, y'all want to send a shout out to Tejano TV, Juan Mendoza, and all the crew over there? Q?
Absolutely, man. Thank you to Machine Gun Radio, Tejano TV, Juan Mendoza. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate the love, man. Try to put the best product we can out there for you guys, and thanks for the continued support. Adelante.
Mr. Juan Mendoza, Más Chingón Radio, thank you, man. Thank you for the opportunity, brother. Thank you for adding us, man. And hope we don't let you down. And hopefully many more to come, brother. And thank you to all the crew, man. And adelante, bro. Potente.
Saludos for all of the podcasts. Keith, Gigi, the guys from the Three Amigos, obviously Juan, D, Marcus. Man, they do a great job, and with all their interviews. Juan, thank you for showing the interview that we had back in July or August. I don't know when it was. It was a phenomenal interview, and I enjoyed watching. I stayed up throughout the whole thing last night. I was after 12 o'clock when I finally tuned out. But great memories, and hopefully we can be on the Three Amigos show here in the next few months. It would be great, just as we do our thing to get to be on their show and just discussing, being together on the Tejano TV platform. Said it's something that for us it's special. And like I said, Q, we never thought we'd be doing this, and look what we're doing. This is like between our gigs, which seems like everybody wants to cancel us. I don't know why. I mean, we're dying to perform here, and everybody's canceling on May 3rd. Like, bro, I had this gig forever. And what? It didn't get promoted right? I'm like,
yeah.
Well, you know what? Can't get upset. It is what it is. And hopefully
good, man.
this Monterrey, this would be special, and it could be, like Juan says, it could be a beginning or a launching point for us with our music and our live performances. And obviously we're limited already because our schedules are tight, guys. You understand that. So
yeah.
but this gives us a way to to stay in touch with the fans, and the fans understand what we're doing, and then just basically bullshitting and reminiscing about old times, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what this is all about, and I'm glad that you guys are here doing it with me, man. Hold on, Juan's on. Let's see what Juan said.
You guys have as much fun as the three
Thank you. You guys have as much fun as no, no.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait till we get invited to the Three Amigos. Can you imagine us six on there?
Oh my goodness. No. Hey, Juan's gonna have to be telling. No, you can't talk right now. No, you can't talk. You gotta have to be telling Anthony. No. D, hold on. Listen. And you know me.
The mute button.
Yeah, he got to be muting everybody over there.
Listen, Marcus. D,
no, Marcus is the one you don't have to mute. You don't have to mute him. Hey, you gotta bring him in, Marcus. When I'm on, and like when I was with Carlos Moreno, I'm always trying to bring Marcus in because I want people to hear Marcus's perspective of what's going on. And Marcus, he'll just sit there and he's listening. He's hearing everything. He knows everything. I'm quite sure he knows what he wants to say, but he just.
But when he talks, bro, he talks knowledge, bro.
Exactly. Yes.
I've been watching Marcus. He talks some knowledge, man.
It's legit. He's got great points. Yeah. It's just that he doesn't want to bust in and interrumpir alguien más. That's why when I'm on there with him, I'm always asking, hey, Marcus, just throwing it towards him to give him a point to get in there, because like I said, he's the one who kind of just be over there, and I mean, he's got great insight.
I'm like Marcus, bro. I'm the same, man. I'm like we're like Jackie Chan on Rush Hour. He says, I like to let people talk who like to talk, so I can see just how full of shit they really are.
You are. Put your own shit in the back, in the car.
I know punk bitch.
I know punk bitch. No, but it's true. I mean, it's
food here.
So it's just who he is. You know what I mean? Q, you're much the same in that. Here, obviously, it's different because we have a different dynamic, obviously, because we've performed together for many years, and it's like three brothers doing the thing. You know what I mean? Going back so far, and everybody feels comfortable in this atmosphere, in this setting, because I mean, very few things that you don't know. And even like Johnny, some of these things that he wasn't actually part of the band, he knows it because he was in there. You know what I mean? He was around there. He hears the stories. So I was surprised last week when Johnny didn't know the manual story about how he got in with the Chamacos. I can't believe that I didn't, that he hadn't heard that in so many years. I didn't tell it to him. Anthony, Johnny, I know you're reading it. It'll be a 5-hour show. It'll be 5 hours of Juan trying to mute you.
I don't know. We're not gonna be able to go live. We're gonna just tape it, and we can just air an hour at a time.
No.
In one day, we'll put a whole week's worth or 5 weeks worth of content in one day.
as long as we don't bring up certain points and stuff like that. As I say, now y'all can ruffle my feathers. We're at the tail end of this, guys. No, we're at the 26-minute mark now. Okay.
we know what point, certain point not to bring up with Anthony, because
let's not go there. That ain't even funny. But you know what? Hey, eventually, there's comes a point that it has to come up in some form or fashion, because you can't. The story is too intertwined. You know what I'm saying? So you can only evade.
You can only skirt it for so long, man. At some point, you
evade that point. You have to. I'm surprised that people we've been on here a little over 2 months, and performing together, and with the Rock and Roll James. I'm surprised it hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
But eventually
dale tiempo al tiempo al rato.
Dale tiempo al tiempo. No, but like I said, I mean, it'll come up and we will deal with that. And like I said, it's going to be that it sets up for a very heartfelt episode when we get to that. And obviously with you, Johnny, and your story and how you got in and out, there's going to be pleny of good material.
Wait. You went to In-N-Out, bro? You didn't give me a burger?
Ay, bro.
Go to San Marcos, bro. Go to San Marcos.
No, guys, it's been a blast. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you for those of you who stuck it out. If you want to go and laugh again, because I know there's a lot of funny stuff, I'll go watch it. Q, I know you do too, Johnny. Y'all go watch it again. You can find it on Potente YouTube, on Johnny's page, on my page, on the Potente page on Facebook. Q, have you linked yours yet?
Bro, I've been trying to link my accounts. I don't know why it won't let me link the accounts, man. I'm trying. I'm gonna sit down this weekend. I'm gonna sit down at my desktop and bring up este vato con la feria. Oh, sí. Mira, bien codo, el vato no quiere pagar.
You know what? Go on and does he give you at the bottom of the screen where it says need help? It doesn't tell you that?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
You know, send a message and see what's going on, and they'll let you know.
I'll get right after I go buy the new clothes that the guys suggesting for wardrobe. I'll click that link where it says need help, and I'll follow through with it.
Hey, vete al camino, vato, como los homeless con una pinche banner, need help.
Hey, one more before we call it quits today. Puro Whataburger.
Ya sé, but I gotta play off. I gotta play off whatever the man gives me. He gave me that now, so that's what I gotta go with, man.
We weren't talking about Whataburgers. We were talking a bit in and out.
That's about as good as Dr. T's.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta work with the content where it provides me an opportunity, man.
The content is being presented at that moment. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, Q.
I wanna say hi to Lacey K, my baby. I love you, baby. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it, baby.
Saludos saludos para Mr. Rowley allá Midway Studios, and saludos to Mr. Daniel, Mr. Izzy. Y'all guys watching, saludos to my family, to my wife and my kids, and I want to say hi to my pops, Mr. Juan Rodriguez. Birthday coming up, hopefully 75th birthday. We're going to be having a big celebration real soon, hopefully. And saludos to everybody escuchando. Potente, baby.
Danielle and Denise, Meches Music. Yes, Rolly. Hopefully we're going to need to record some. I know he's having some issues over there at the studio, but while he gets those ironed out, we're going to work on some new music. Guys, I have a surprise if they don't burn me. I've been burned before, but I'm trying an AI promo video. Yeah, dude. This guy came out. I was like, well, he says, man, I'll do a full video for X amount of dollars. I'm like, well, not that I wouldn't pay for it, but I said, well, I got a new single. We'll drop a new single later on. We have a new video for Potente. This. I came. He says, I have a new video. He said, well, you know what? Y'all can do a little 30-second promo video. I said, okay. I said, well, you know what? Let's see this. So I said, okay. Well, I said it. So when you have to send your pictures of yourself. So here's the pictures of myself. Okay, whatever. I said, okay, well, we'll see. I mean, if he comes through or if he burns me, I don't know. All of you guys that are watching now, you're gonna know. I've gotten burned before, man. Hey, I'll do this for you, and I'll pay him whatever, and never hear from him again. Never hear from him again. We need to plan all of us to do a live show in the same room. We gotta leave for Colorado. That's gonna be tough.
You're right. Wait, Juan, you're right. That's gonna be a 5-hour show, brother.
Hey,
that would be.
Le ponemos un raffle. We'll get a sprint van for D to come.
No, like I said, I mean, hopefully that video comes out cool. And if it does, and the guy is from Saudi Arabia or something, man. The guy who does it. Yeah, dude. And he says, I told him, man, but I've been burnt, man. I didn't tell him that. I told him, you know what? I've been fucked.
No, he probably thought you were telling him he was burnt.
No. Because he says, I understand. He says, hey, bro, if that's your problem, look at my Instagram. Look at the Instagram. I mean, look at the videos on there. And I mean, they're legit. I mean, some of these videos have.
Send me the link, bro. I don't know.
I will.
Well, yeah, but send me the link. Yeah.
Well, we finished. Some of these had 70,000 views.
A long way.
Now these are just, dude. They're funny. Hey, they're video game shit, man. They're video game shit. Hey, and he says they were promoting band. They're doing AI videos for bands, like videos. Okay, so it's cool. I said, you know what? I said, well, I did this one. I said, you know what? Well, let me do the promo. If I like the promo, I said, you know what? On our off video was what is it? Ojitos Traviesos. I said, well, Let's go. I said, man, we do Spanish, bro. I'll do Spanish too. I said, I bet you don't even know what the hell I'm saying, but you
It
know what?
doesn't matter, bro. Video is video.
It is cool, dude. He says we're gonna come out the worst. So you better come out the worst, because if you don't, I ain't gonna do ojitos traviesos with you, huh? Oh, here we go. What is it? $1 goes a long way.
For just $1 in the arms
What
of
is
an
love
angel.
and angel?
No, so hopefully he said 4 or 5 days. So I don't know. Maybe if he's legit and I don't get burnt, because I frequently get burnt like this. But he looked like legit. Instagram, Facebook, everything was legit. It just happened to randomly come up on my Facebook feed. I was like, oh.
No, hombre, te va a mandar aceite.
No, dude, it's cool, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll debut that here on the show next week with Ali if he's here. I mean, that would be cool, dude. Y'all gonna like this. And I said, hey, bro. He tells me, the guy says, nah, man, bands do this. I said, not in this genre. No, but bands do it. I said, bro, trust me, not in this genre. Well, then you're gonna be the first. I said, why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm here? Just for that, to see, because it's something different. And of course, Q, if they didn't like the way we were dressing in the video, you think they're gonna like this? There's gonna be some people that are not gonna like it, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, it doesn't make it right or wrong, right, guys? Potentes random thoughts later on. Video going to be like those women's pictures in Tinder. Puro BS. Keep it real.
Pinche candy, bro.
Hey, you might be right, Carmen. You might be right, Carmen. But I'm going to tell you something. While you're probably right, but unfortunately, we're Gen Xers, man. That's different. That's the way you and I think. But the modern day people, they look at it and they're the juventud, the demographic, 15 to 25, 28, they look at that and they're intrigued. Like, wow, that's awesome. We look at it, pues it's a video game. What did you say, Q? Is that Mortal Kombat we're listening to? The youth don't see it that way.
Hey, Q, when it comes to everybody, we swiping right.
I kept swiping, all right.
Gentlemen, thank you for making the time to come on the show. Saludando a todo el público. Ladies and gentlemen, till next week. Y'all stay safe. Tune in next week and chime in on whatever we're talking about. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Have a good night. Guys. Thank you.